this event, we invite everybody to come over my treat to have ice cream or an iced tea, just to relax and enjoy conversation amongst all of us. John has been a great contributor with his professorship and being a professor. We're going to take a break here. Thank you. John has been a great contributor, not only as professor of environmental studies at FLRWA, but a keen interest in the Finger Lakes, and for that we are very grateful. We have a few speakers here today, myself and then John Cook, past president of the Finger Lakes Region Watershed Alliance. He will be presenting the award. And they have Don Corbett of Seneca Lake to describe your various projects that you've done as you've been working towards our lake, and Lisa Kleckner, director of the Finger Lakes Institute. So thank you very much. And John, can you handle that presentation?
Sure. It gives me great pleasure and a great honor to present the Citizen Award to our first award winner, John Halfman, Dr. John Halfman. And people ask me, why did you come up with the idea to have this award? Well, there's a couple reasons. Number one reason is that after 11 years, I've seen people come before our board and make presentations and talk about all the wonderful things that they've been doing for the Finger Lakes. I thought, hey, it's about time we honor those people who have given of their time and energy to improve the water quality of the Finger Lakes. And number two, so many of you guys give presentations at the end of our meeting. It seems to be the most popular part of our meetings every 2 months. And you talk about some of the things that have been done for your lakes by very talented, creative, hardworking people. So I thought, oh, this would be a great opportunity to honor those hardworking, skilled people with a plaque in their name. So with that, I'd like to present this plaque to Dr. John Halfman. Thank you very much, John.
Thank you. Thank you, John.
I think I'm up next. I'm Dan Corbett, the Seneca Lake Pure Waters Association. And I've lived in the lake for about 10 years. When I moved here, I was asking people about the quality of Seneca Lake versus other Finger Lakes. This is a good lake to come to. And I right away started seeing publications by John and the comparisons between the various Finger Lakes, how Seneca Lake stacks up, what the key issues are, and what should be done about them. And as I've gotten involved with the Lake Association over time, more and more, I've seen more and more John's work, and also heard him speak and get involved in various forums and organizations, and just being in the background of a lot of effort aimed at improvement of not just this lake, but a lot for this lake, and for Seneca Lake. So when I first heard about this from Don, that we were talking about this award, John's name just came right to my mind right away. I mentioned Pete Rogers on Owasco Lake, who John's done a lot of work in recent years, and for him also it's just kind of a natural fit. And so I'm very happy that we can recognize John with this. He's not only has he taught not just the students, but all of us about the issues of Seneca Lake and how we go about gathering information and address those problems, but he's been foundational in some of the institutions like Finger Lakes Institute, like Seneca Lake Pure Waters, that are really hopefully getting at this. He was also a key part of the current watershed management plan we have for Seneca Lake. I think last updated in 2012. And I'm really happy to say we've got an effort going on now to update that with Cuca Lake involved to develop a 9-element watershed management plan. I think a lot of this comes from the work that John's done and the story he's told over time to get to the point where we have an updated plan. Hopefully it means for more funding and more community involvement in improving the lake. So it's really, you hear this term of standing on the shoulders of those that came before you. John's still here, but we're still standing on the shoulders. So I want to thank you, John, for everything. I would shake your hand, but I won't. Thanks a lot.
Okay, Lisa?
Okay, great.
And then, John, if you want to say anything.
Yeah, thanks.
So we have another like Mutt and Jeff moment here between tall John and short Lisa. That happens all the time.
There, now you were almost
I
right
can
on.
stand up. Okay. So anyway, I just want to thank the Finger Lakes Regional Watershed Alliance for bringing us together to take this moment to honor John, all of the contributions that he's made on behalf of the Finger Lakes region. As a faculty member at Hobart and William Smith Colleges, John has been collecting and interpreting data about the water quality conditions in the Finger Lakes for about the last 2 decades or so, right? And through this work, he's engaged and taught hundreds of Hobart and William Smith Colleges students about the lakes through research missions on our vessels, including the William Stanley and the J.D. Snow, as well as in our laboratories. Through John's work, we've learned about changes in the lake, both good and not so good. One of the distinguishing characteristics of John's work is his relationship with local groups, including his presentations at many Regional Watershed Association meetings and symposia, as well as his conversations with county agencies and management councils, striving to learn how to best protect the Finger Lakes and to improve water quality conditions. John publishes his data and reports as open source, meaning that anyone with access to the internet can access his information, so it really gets widely disseminated and can be used by people trying to make decisions about how to best protect our waters. So the seeking and sharing information about the Finger Lakes with managers, government agencies, and citizens is one of the goals of the Finger Lakes Institute based here at Hobart and William Smith Colleges. And John, along with former President Mark Guerin, State Senator Michael Mazzolio, and many others, played a pivotal role in establishing the Finger Lakes Institute on campus here in 2004. So we thank John for his scientific contributions, as well as his mentorship of HWS students and Finger Lakes citizens alike. We look forward to continued scientific collaboration on research, analysis, and dissemination of information about the water quality conditions of the Finger Lakes environment, and returning to our laboratories soon. So, congratulations, John. This award is very well deserved.
Thanks. Thanks.
John, do you have any words to like?
Is that it? No one else?
That's
Words of
it.
wisdom? No, I have no words of wisdom at all. Other than I've been very data driven in all my analyses. I go out and collect a lot of data, then try to interpret it the best I can, whether it's good or whether it's bad. And some of those interpretations have changed over the years. Most of the changes are influenced by my students. They say, no, Halfman, you're wrong. And sometimes they're right, which is good. It's the way science should really go. I hope to try to continue doing some of this for a little bit. We'll see. I know my wife's been really patient with me as I've spent most of my weekends and evenings and other time working on some of this stuff along with coursework. But I'm entering a new phase retirement in the next couple of years. We'll see what that brings, and then we'll go from there.
And I
But
know you'll still be involved with the lakes.
thank you very much. This is cool.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, everybody. Please join us down at the lawn here for some relaxed
take you a picture.
conversation. Thank you, Jake.